What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Try Fish Aquatics. Today we're going to be talking about the SunSun canister filters. Alright guys, so the SunSun canister filters, I've been running these filters for about 1.5 to 2 years now, so I want to do a video and give you guys my unbiased opinion about what I think about these canister filters. So the first thing I want to start with is the name SunSun. So these particular filters are sold as SunSun canister filters, Aquaflow canister filters, Zen Blue canister filters, Flexion, Polar, Aurora, all of those name brand canister filters are this filter. They're all sold under different names. They're all over the place. You can buy them on Amazon, on eBay, all over the internet. They're all the same canister filter. Even the Aquatop is the same canister filter that you can buy at Petco, right? But there's a reason that that's the only one sold at Petco, and I'm going to get to that a little later in the video, right? So I've been running these canister filters for 2 years. Like I said, I've had it on this tank here, and I stopped using it. And I'm going to let you guys know why I stopped using it at the end of this video. But all in all, these are great filters. If you're on a budget and you need to get a canister filter, they work well. That being said, I want to get into the filters a little bit and talk to you guys about why they work so well and why they're so good at competing with other higher end filters like Fluval, Eheim, Marineland. They were specifically made to compete with those guys and provide similar performance at a better price point. So I want to talk about that a little bit. So if you look here, there's a whole list of all the different kinds of SunSun canister filters that you can purchase. There's all different kinds of them. So you guys can look through and see the wattages and the sizes and what they're rated for and everything. And if you want to see a basic setup of what these things look like and what they come with, you can look at this picture here. Basically, you get the canister filter. It's got 3 media baskets in there. You got 2 green hoses for your inlet and outlet. It comes with a spray bar and the pickup tube, and the pickup tube even has a surface skimmer, which I'm not a huge fan of the surface skimmer. I really don't know if it works or not. I set mine up with it, but never really noticed the difference. But either way, decent setup for the amount of money that you're going to pay for these. So the first one that I want to talk about, and the first one that I purchased, is the 75-gallon rated SunSun 302, right? And that's this canister filter right here. It's rated for 75 gallons. It runs 18 watts, so relatively low power. It runs about the same amount of power as a standard size hang-on back filter. 264 gallons an hour, right? So the flow is a little on the low side, but price point on this canister filter is $50, brand new on Amazon. So now all these canister filters, I'm going to leave links in the description on Amazon so you guys can go check these out. But 50 bucks for this guy works well. I had it on a 55-gallon, kept that tank nice and clean. The one thing that I wasn't a huge fan of was the spray bar, because with the spray bar you have multiple outlets, so the flow is going to be decreased as the filter runs because it's coming out of multiple outlets instead of just one. But you can just take that spray bar off and run the main outlet out into your tank. It increases the flow a little more, a little better surface agitation. And you could do that with all of these canister filters. So that's the 302. The other one that I run is the 303B, which is this big guy right here. So the 303 is rated for 100 gallons. There's an A and a B. A is the UV bulb, and the B has the UV sterilizing bulb in it, which is this right here. You can see there's an on-off switch for when you do and don't want to use the UV sterilizer. Now, like I said, it's rated for 100 gallons, so 25 more gallons than the 302, and it runs 35 watts, so it does use a fairly amount more, almost double the wattage that the 302 did. This one does run 370 gallons an hour and has a price point of $73, right? So for 73 bucks, that's a very large canister filter that you can have. It works very well. I've used it on multiple tanks, and I really enjoyed having this on my aquariums. Now, for the price point, you can really see why New aquarists and people who are on budgets really find these filters attractive because they don't cost a lot of money. So as a comparison, this one's rated for 100 gallons. Let me show you this other one. This is a fluval 406, right? Now the fluval 406 is rated at 100 gallons also. This one only runs 23 watts, so it is a little bit more energy efficient. And it runs 383 gallons an hour, where the SunSun 303 ran 370, so it runs 13 gallons more an hour, but that's really not going to make a whole lot of difference. Price point on this is $200, right? So it's $125 more than the SunSun 303, and that's why the SunSuns are very, very attractive, is because the price point is far less than half of what a fluval or what a Marineland would cost, or an Eheim canister filter. They're very cheap and they work well, right? Now, one thing that I do want to talk to you guys about, and I'm going to compare them here, is the SunSun and the Aquatop canister filters, right? Now, I know before I said they're exactly the same. They're the same canister filter. And that's right, they are the same canister filter, but there's a slight difference, and it's not in the appearance, right? So this filter, the SunSun 302, right? The actual compartment that holds all your biological media and your filter pads and everything like that is 441 cubic inches, right? And on the Aquatop, it is also 441 cubic inches, right? It's exactly the same. The flow rate on the SunSun is 264, and the flow rate on the Aquatop is 264. Now the Aquatop one is the CF300, and this is the SunSun 302. They are the exact same canister filter. So what's the difference? The SunSun is $50, the Aquatop is $114. So some of you guys might be going, it's the same filter, why is it so much more expensive? Let me show you another one. This is the SunSun 303 that I just showed you guys, right? Now the Aquatop CF400, they both have 640 cubic inches of media space, and they both have 370 gallon an hour flows. The difference, $73. The Aquatop is $160. Now, there's a very good reason for that, and that is the UL rating. So let's talk about UL ratings. So at this point, you guys might be asking, what is a UL rating? So Underwriters Laboratories, or UL, is a global safety certification company that tests and approves products for consumer safety use, and they've been doing it since 1894, right? So why is that UL certification important? So Underwriters Laboratories is a third-party testing organization that has no financial interest or gain from the products that they test and evaluate. And the seal of approval is a symbol on the item's operational safety standards, right? So once a product is approved by UL and it gets a UL rating, UL doesn't just say, okay, yeah, it passed and it's done. They continue testing that product randomly. They'll reach out to the manufacturer and say, hey, we want to test this product again. They bring it in, they inspect it again to make sure that it still qualifies for the safety rating that UL has provided for it, right? And why does that affect me and us and you guys as the fish keeper, right? So non-UL rated product, if it was to malfunction, right, and cause damage to your home or your apartment or wherever you're living, your insurance most likely will not cover you. So if you have homeowners insurance or anything like that, they will not cover you if they find the reason of damage or injury is caused by a non-UL rated appliance. So an appliance is anything that's electrical that gets plugged into your house is considered an appliance. Now, I spoke with my personal insurance company about this, so that's why I'm making this video and telling you guys about this. So as an example, you can see this little sticker right here. If you can see this little UL symbol right there, that is the UL certification. That's the rating they put on this, showing that it is safety certified. If this canister filter was to malfunction, or this casing was to split and leak 150 gallons of water over my floor, destroy my walls, you know, cause a lot of damage, right? Because this is UL certified and this was a failed appliance, my homeowner's insurance would cover that damage and would replace the filter, they would replace my floor, they would replace my walls, it would all be covered under my homeowner's insurance policy. Now, if the exact same thing was to happen with my SunSun canister filter, you can see here on this sticker, there is no UL rating certification. That spot right there is empty. If that was to happen with this, same situation, this cracks, leaks 150 gallons of water all over my floor. If they found that this was not UL rated, and this was the cause of all that damage, my homeowner's insurance does not cover me, and I have to pay all of that out of pocket to get it all fixed. So that's why I'm not using these anymore. So don't get me wrong, if you guys don't have homeowner's insurance or renter's insurance or anything like that, or you want to take the risk and say, I think that these are going to work. Now, personally, I never had an issue with any of these. They never leaked. I never had any issues. But the fear of what if something happened stopped me from using these. These are great canister filters. They're really good, right? If only they would go and get them UL certified. Now, there are SunSun canister filters that are UL certified, and those are the Aquatops. Those Aquatops, the reason they cost more is because they had to pay for that UL certification. It's the exact same canister filter with a UL rating. So if you want to run a SunSun, you pay a little bit more. You get the Aquatop one. It's still cheaper than the fluval, not by a lot, about 40, 50 bucks, right? But it's still cheaper. It's going to work just as well, right? But keep in mind the UL ratings on things. Just as an example, aquaculture air pump. It doesn't have the sticker, but molded right into the plastic right there is the UL certification. Same thing with this. If this was to have some kind of fire or anything like that, or short circuits and causes an electrical hazard, if anything was to happen, that UL certification would mean I'm covered by my insurance company. Now, I can't speak for everybody's insurance company, so you would have to reach out to your insurance company and verify that information on your own. This is just word for word from my insurance company. This is what happens. Everybody's insurance policy is different, so you have to go out and research on your own with your own insurance policy to make sure that is the same information. That being said, SunSun filters are amazing filters. They work very well. If you want to purchase one, go ahead and purchase one. I'm just letting you know the risk that you're taking as a fish keeper with what could happen if something was to go wrong. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching Trap Fish Aquatics, and I'll see you guys in the next video.